So today's the first day back at work. It's a new year, but sadly we've got to come and do some inspections because we've got a tenant that hasn't paid now for 2 months. So the first month they promised to pay before the end of December and they haven't. And now of course we're into a new month because we take all of our rents a month in advance. So effectively now they're 2 months in arrears. So we've come over to do an inspection. I've given 24 hours notice just to see if they're still there. If they are, we can have a chat. We can see if we can get something worked out. Sometimes these garages get broken into. It's quite dark here at night time, so it's a little bit of a pain, but it is what it is. Just checking the rubbish, make sure that there's nothing dumped here that shouldn't be, like wardrobes, and all looks okay. There's a huge problem with the parking here, huge. We'll talk about it as we walk in. So what's all this rubbish then on there? How's that all got here? You always find something different, don't you, when we do these inspections? So there's like tree branches. Have they just fallen, been blown off the tree? We haven't had any gales or anything, have we? Or have we? I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, every time we come here, so the side of the building, we own that strip of land, but sadly it's really tight because there's a couple of businesses that operate on the other side and they do tend to use it for parking. It just makes it hard for us to park when we get here. And the other aspect is it's the upkeep, because it's going to need resurfacing soon and we never use it, so that's going to be another conversation we're going to have because it's not us that uses it. So right, let's go and see what's going on. So what we're going to have to do first is we're going to have to go and get the keys. This side or? Yeah.
I think it's the other side. I think that we go this way.
Go this way. So we've got, how many flats have we got in this one? 16?
Yeah.
16? Yeah. Is it up again?
I think it's just one more up here.
Oh, it's a proper workout, isn't it? You thought I was going to say something else then?
I did. What can you say?
Right. Hello? It's Rick. Hello? Hello? Okay, he's gone. Bloody state of the place, honestly. The place is a mess, isn't it? He's not living here. This is the reason why he's not paid his rent. So, if we pan round, no clothes, everything's been taken, duvet's gone, just junk everywhere. To be fair, it's just messy junk, it just needs clearing out, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There doesn't seem to be any damage. But why don't tenants tell us? You know, if he'd have left and said, look, I'm going, then just tell us that you've gone, and just like, you know, because now we've got to clear all this up. It's going to take a couple of weeks to put it back together before we can let it again. So what do we look for cases of abandonment? So first of all, non-payment of rent's a good indicator. Secondly, no communication. And then thirdly, post, we've said we're going to do a visit here. What the kind of things that we look for are, is there a quilt on the bed? No. Are there any clothes? All the clothes have been taken. There's no clothes here at all. Are there any belongings here? Well, no, it's just cardboard boxes and rubbish. There's no television. So the television's gone. Not that we provide the television in here. This is more of a bed sit really. It's got a shared bathroom. So there is no bathroom in here. Then we're going to look in the kitchen. There's nothing in that cupboard. There's just some tea bags in that cupboard. There's nothing in that cupboard. It's usual that there's things in the fridges sometimes, but there's a can of 4 Budweiser. So there are 4 Budweisers in the fridge. Nothing in that cupboard, and just some toiletries in that cupboard. Hardly anything here at all. So there's nothing here. It's all empty. So there are no belongings here at all. It's just rubbish. It's just empty cardboard boxes and rubbish. Which is a shame, you know, because we can work with tenants. We can work through all the issues if they just talk to us, but very often they simply don't. So there's nothing here to say that they're still living here at all. So we can probably now go down the route of abandonment, which means we'll serve an abandonment notice on the property and take the property back over and re-let it. But as I say, there's been no rent for 2 months and the property's just been left like this. So I'm quite happy in my mind to say that there's nobody living here. There's nothing, no belongings at all. I can't see any keys though. No, nothing at all. There's no socks, there's no underwear, there's no clothes, nothing. It's just rubbish. So they've left, and they've left all the rubbish. So I think probably half a day's work here just to clear the rubbish out, hoover and clean the carpets. We'll probably be able to get this advertised again. The thing is with abandonment, you've got to be really careful. So the only way that you can lawfully take possession is by getting a possession order from the courts, unless you suspect abandonment. So to go to the court, we have to serve a Section 8 notice. We'd have to give 2 weeks. Then we'd have to apply to the courts for a possession order, and then we'd have to apply for a warrant for the bailiffs to come and help us take possession. Now that is a really long process, can take 3 months, maybe even longer, depending on how busy the courts are. So the only other way really, it's a bit tentative, is to take possession under abandonment when you think the property, or you believe, not think, that the property has been abandoned and there's nothing here in this circumstances. As you can see, there are no belongings here at all. It's just rubbish and boxes. So we'll go down the route of abandonment. I will, out of courtesy, email the tenant back and say, look, you know, are you wanting to keep the room or not? Otherwise, we will be taking over and we will be serving an abandonment notice. And that's what we're going to do, folks. You know, sadly, business is business, and they're definitely not living here for sure, you know, 100%. So I'm in the comfort that I can go down the abandonment route. So that's it for this one.